My name is Tara Vargas Wallace, and I'm an abstract liquid artist. And this month, my art is being displayed at the gallery at Falmouth Community Television until March 4th. And I started with paint pouring about 6 months ago. I've always been an artist. I have done various mediums, everything from sketching to impression work to jewelry making, but recently I got really into the paint pouring. It's just the flow of it is very calming to me. It's very therapeutic, and I love to watch the colors mix and take shape. And so, yeah, I started about 6 months ago, and like I said, it's addicting. It's just taken off from there. My mother's an artist. A lot of the women in my family are artists, so we've just always been creative in my house. From a little girl, coloring, drawing was always my thing. Even things like makeup and nails. I mean, there's an art form to it that I don't think a lot of people realize. And every little thing, from cooking to, like I said, to drawing and whatever you do, we do creatively, and that's just how all the women are in my family, including my daughters. With paint pouring, you're mixing acrylic paint with some sort of a medium. I choose to use a pouring medium. I choose to use Liquitex. I'm sorry, it's called Floetrol, not Liquitex. Liquitex is the name of the brand of paint, acrylic paint that I use mostly, for the most part. And I use Floetrol as the pouring medium, and sometimes I add water. And so I start with mixing all of my colors and all of my paints. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how many colors I'm using. And then I usually start with a color palette in mind. And then I decide what technique I'm going to use. So sometimes, there's many different techniques. There's the flip cup technique. There's the Dutch pour technique. Behind me here, you see the string technique. And so I go from there, and then it takes off. I start with a base color, and I work with whatever technique I decide, and I come up with an image. Sometimes I have to move stuff around. You got to move the canvas around. So there's a lot that goes into it. But and with abstract liquid art, it's very hard to, obviously it's abstract. So it doesn't necessarily come out the way you imagine, but sometimes it comes out even better. And that's always a wonderful thing when that happens. I feel the need to create all the time. I'm always, even in my work, I'm always creating. It's important to be able to use my creativity in whatever I do. So for me, it's therapeutic, it's relaxing. I get to reflect, and it's calming. It has a calming effect on me. My show is called Life and Color, and the reason why I named it Life and Color is because that's what inspires me the most. All of the many aspects of life, the hardships, the wonderful things that happen, the ups, the downs, the resiliency and triumphs, that inspires me, and as well as color. I'm always, color catches my eye, and I'm always, attracted to various different bright, bold, vibrant colors. And so it was my decision to bring those two together.